Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's video is going to be an update on my PULSAR LT. It's about the miles per gallon that I had got on a recent trip. About 6 weeks ago, I had installed the PULSAR LT, and 30 days after that, I did a 30-day review, and a week after that, I had posted a video on how to update your PULSAR LT. So here is probably a 7-week update on the PULSAR LT. So I just went on a trip to Reno. Actually, I drove from Riverside, California to Las Vegas, from Las Vegas to Reno. Stayed there for 2 nights, then I came back. Well, actually, I went from Reno to Las Vegas, and from Las Vegas back to Riverside. And here are the numbers I got. But first, there are 6 other trips I had taken prior to installing the PULSAR LT. These trips are only trips that I actually took to Vegas, and one was to South Lake Tahoe. I did do some Palm Springs trips, but you really can't get an accurate miles per gallon on those trips because it's only like 60 miles one way, so 120 miles round trip. These first 6 trips I had did before I installed the PULSAR LT. So on 9/2019, I went to Vegas, 502 miles. That's a round trip, 19.9 miles a gallon. The second Vegas trip was on 10/10/2019, 514 miles and 20.8 miles a gallon. A third trip to Vegas on 10/16/2019 was 488 miles, and I got 20.1 miles per gallon. A fourth trip, I did the Tahoe on March 1st, 2020, 864 miles, and I got 20.5 miles a gallon. A fifth trip, I did to Vegas on 8/26/2020, 480 miles, 20.8 miles per gallon. And then on a sixth trip, I went to South Lake Tahoe on February 28th, 2021, 900 miles round trip at 19.0 miles a gallon. All those trips, I was in the vehicle by myself. When I drive by myself, I usually only do about 5 miles above the maximum speed limit, but not on this recent trip to Vegas to Reno, from Reno to Vegas, and then back to home. On this 7th trip, which I just took on Tuesday, and I got back yesterday, I drove 1,407 miles, and I got 20.7 miles a gallon. That is with the PULSAR LT installed, the DFM turned off. So I was running a full V8 100% of the time. So the lowest miles per gallon I got on those 6 previous trips was 19.9 miles a gallon. No, 19.0. And the most I got twice, I had got 20.8 miles a gallon. And on this trip that I just got back from, it was 20.7. Now on this trip, I had passed numerous semi-trucks on the way up and on the way back. I traveled no less than 75 miles an hour. A lot of times I was cruising at 80. Sometimes I cruised at 90. But to pass those vehicles, or those semi-trucks, I got up to like 112 miles per hour. And I was really surprised because when I looked down, I was like, holy shit, 112 miles per hour, that's pretty fast. This PULSAR LT does not increase the horsepower of the engine, but it sure does feel like it. The only reason why I drove like I did was I really wanted to test this out. And I will tell you this, that when you step on it to have the engine go into passing gear, or the transmission, whatever it does, whenever I want the truck to, how do you word it? Anyway, when you step on it, goes into passing gear and just takes off. Before, you would step on the gas, there'd be a slight hesitation, and then it would take off. Now, you step on the gas and it just goes. Totally incredible. And like I said on the 30-day review, I don't hear the ticking noise anymore that I used to hear while the truck was idling, either in the driveway or at a stop sign. It sounds a lot quieter now, and it just goes. It's totally incredible. So I bet if I would have drove this truck the same exact way that I had drove on all those other 6 prior trips, going no more than 5 miles per hour over the speed limit, I probably would have gotten a few more, maybe another half a mile per gallon more, maybe even a mile per gallon more than on all these other trips or on that last trip. So anyway, 20.7, where I probably averaged on that entire trip maybe 80 miles per hour, and on these other 6 I averaged 75 miles per hour, because like I said, I only go about 5 miles an hour over the speed limit on these first 6. And the speed limit for those first 6, once you get out of Riverside, is 70 miles per hour, and I was doing 75. And I don't think I passed anybody on any of those trips. But on this one, I should have actually kept track of how many semi-trucks I passed, but I didn't. So I will still do a 3-month review and a 6-month review. But, so I guess basically I had driven probably at least 2,400 miles since I installed this PULSAR LT. Because I think on the 30-day review, I had mentioned I drove about 1,000 miles, and I drove 1,407 on this, so I don't know, maybe 2,700 miles since I had installed this PULSAR LT. And it's incredible. 0 issues. There's no engine check lights, no weird idling. It idles better than it did before. I think that has to do with the DFM not kicking in and shutting all the cylinders off when you're idling. So now it's just all 8 cylinders 100% of the time, and that's how a V8 truck should be. And I guess that's really about it. So if you got a V8 and you got a DFM or AFM, I highly recommend picking up the PULSAR LT. On a 30-day review, I think they had it on sale for $506. Normal price is $564. I got it for $433. You can check around for promo codes. You might be able to get a promo code in there. And it is recommended that you update the PULSAR LT right after you install it. I had updated it 30 days after the installation. Mine did not need to be updated when I did the whole process. And I did videotape that process. There was no need to update it. It says it was up to date. But I do feel better knowing that it is up to date. I did spend about $51 with shipping for that cable from edgeproducts.com. You can use probably another OBDII cable to USB. How do you put that? If you have an OBDII to USB cable, you could probably use that. I ended up buying the one from Edge Products. I did see one on Amazon. I think it was $20-something, but I don't know. I'd rather just stick with one that was designed and made to be used with the product that you buy. So I bought the one from edgeproducts.com so I can use it on the PULSAR LT. Well, that's it, folks. There are a few bloopers, so I will put them at the end. So if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That really helps out my channel, and the bell icon, and you'll get notifications as new videos come out. Thanks for watching, and once again, I do highly recommend the PULSAR LT for your vehicle. So if you have AFM or DFM, you should get it and make your vehicle if you have a V8, it should be a V8. It shouldn't be a V1 or V2 or whatever you want to call it, or V4. I think AFMs go down to 4 cylinders. DFMs can go all the way down to 1 cylinder, which I'm sure is very rare. It has to be the perfect driving circumstances for that to happen. Like I said on the installation video of the PULSAR LT, probably it would go down to 1 cylinder if you're going down a steep grade hill like I was in South Lake Tahoe on that ski trip last year on February 28th, 2021. I'm sure it probably went down to 1 cylinder because you could probably just coast down that hill all the way to the bottom. But I'm sure when the DFM is in here, it probably goes down to 2 or 3 cylinders most of the time when I'm just cruising down the freeway. But Now, when I step on it, it just fucking goes. Sorry about that. Anyway, so go ahead and enjoy the few bloopers, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day, and may your truck stay a V8. And what I might do, maybe, I'll take some pictures of the PULSAR LT, of how it looks inside my engine bay right now. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put those pictures in right now. So as you can see, PULSAR LT doesn't take up much space, and it looks nice right next to my aftermarket GM Chevrolet authorized cold air intake system. And I also have the Stillen air scoop. No, not air scoop. Is it an air scoop? Cold air intake scoop. There you go. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's it. So enjoy your day, and may your truck stay a V8. Bye. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's episode is going to be a miles per hour. No, test 1, test 2, test 3. Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Shit. Tango, you little fucking baby. Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's video is going to be an update. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Tango, you little fucking crybaby. Tango. Oh my God. I gotta put Tango inside the house. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's episode, I will be doing an installation. It's not an installation video. It's a review. Well, not a review. It's a miles per gallon update video. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's video is a miles per gallon update video on my PULSAR LT. PULSAR LT. PULSAR. PULSAR LT. Okay. Hopefully I get that right. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Okay. Out of breath. Damn. I think I still have COVID. Well, not COVID, but COVID complications. Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's episode is going to be a miles per gallon update on my PULSAR LT that I installed, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago. Damn. I'm thirsty. I'm going to do one more take, and that's it. If I mess up, oh well, I'll just fix it during the editing. See? I will fix it during the editing process. Damn. Test 1, test 2, test 3. I'm not kidding though. I'm really out of breath. I think shit. Okay. I'm gonna go take a break. Then I'll come back. Then I'll come back and I'll do one take all the way through, no matter if I mess up. Damn.